just attempted to find a meditation that I can listen to while I drive, but I'm like, I don't know what it is I'm searching for. At least in like the specific wording of what kind of meditation to listen to. And so I want to talk to myself about like, what am I desiring? What am I wanting? What am I looking for? I was just telling myself how I'm living in trauma response in certain ways. So the past couple of months living at my family member's house and living in trauma response, living in her house because I needed to please her and obey and be a good girl, right? I was living in trauma response of walking on eggshells of, am I doing this right? Am I doing enough? Am I being perfect enough? Am I being obedient? Am I following the guidelines, the rules, the everything? And so one of those things in that house was making sure dishes were not in the sink and dishes were always put in the dishwasher, and dishes that had been hand washed were immediately put away or put away before she would come home, you know, like avoiding conflict. And so now that I am living in a basement apartment that has its own separation from the rest of the house of these other family members that I'm living with, I have the freedom and the space to do dishes however I choose. And I see myself still living in trauma response of like, do I need to do the dishes? Do I need to like wash that one plate that's in the sink right now? Do I need to, or can I do it later? No, I need to do it now. And then I take a breath and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that just because I feel afraid of some possible outcome that won't happen. Like the reason that I have that response, that trauma response, is that I'm afraid of someone getting mad at me. I'm afraid of mom or dad getting mad at me. I'm afraid of authority figure getting mad at me for leaving a plate in the sink. Because I'm so unlovable if I leave a plate in the sink because it wasn't my top priority. Like, oh, the world is ending, I left a plate in the sink. That's how dumb it is. I understand cleanliness and I understand cleaning up after myself. But when it gets to the point where the person I'm living with is like so distraught and angry about it, right? And I've been there too. With roommates in college, I've been there. But when the person is so incredibly distraught and angry about dishes, I mean, that right there is their trauma response to their childhood. And then I have a trauma response from my childhood, which this person and I have very similar childhoods because we have the same parents. But it's like, I don't know where I'm going with it. Where am I going with this? It's interesting to observe it and see it, and then now that I've taken a step back by moving out of that house, and I'm choosing to be aware of my trauma responses and other people's trauma responses, it's just interesting to see, like, wow, that's such a petty thing. It's so petty for me or anyone else to be so incredibly concerned about dishes that they're willing to ruin a relationship over it. An entire relationship. That's petty, and that's shitty. So what I'm choosing to do is prioritize mental health and emotional health for myself and in my relationships above chores that need to be done. chores, yeah, they're important. Like, it's important to keep my clothes clean and my body clean and my dishes clean and my house clean. That's important for my physical health, okay? But when that's all I've ever focused on, up until the past few years, it's time for me to focus on mental and emotional health. It's time for me to say, okay, I have a couple plates in the sink, but what I really need to go do right now is go sit in my bed and cry because I have trauma coming up. Instead of pushing it down and being like, no, I need to clean the dishes. No, I need to go feel my crap, my shit that's coming up, so that I can heal that. I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna go feel my feelings that want to be felt and heard and seen. Because if I don't, it makes me feel shitty. That's how I want to say it. That's what I want to say. That's the right phrasing for me. And it's not the right phrasing to please other people. That's the right phrasing for me, because feelings are not shitty. Feelings are very important. Feelings guide me to what I can heal in myself and in my life, and what I can change in myself and my life, and just feelings guide me to see what's going on at the present moment. So feelings are important. Feeling my feelings is important. And I feel like that's that for the moment. So yeah, update, I have a place to live. I haven't been too good about vlogging the moving process, but I'm like, that's not important to me right now. I am warm. Like I'm saying, the most important thing to me right now is my mental and emotional health. So this is my vlog. This is my vlog. I'm on my way to work. Here we go.